some more points. We are going to add some more points. We did not discuss about the feet in the previous. In the FPS system, we are measuring the length in terms of feet. In general, in our day-to-day life, when we are measuring a plot, the plot area is measured in terms of square yards. How many square yards? You want what is the area of your plot is measured in terms of square yards. Same there where you are using a length of the unit called yard. So my dear friends, you must know what is 1 yard. So 1 yard is nothing but 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. 1 yard is nothing but 3 feet. 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. Please remember. And 1 feet is equal to 1 feet is nothing but equal to 30 centimeters. 1 long scale. If you take 1 long scale, that is 1 feet. It is also equal to 12 inches. In terms of inches, that is 12 inches. So my dear friends, now you understood what is 1 feet. 1 feet means 30 centimeters in terms of centimeters, or in terms of inches it is 12 inches. Anything is the same. 1 feet means 1 long scale. 3 long scales is equal to means 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. Now after the session is finished, take one tape or take one rope and find out location of 1 yard. Once you see, that is nothing but 90 centimeters. 30 plus 30 plus 30, that is 90 centimeters is 1 yard. Now you understood what is 1 yard. So my dear friends, in terms of you can convert, you can have an interconversion between yards and inches and centimeters, because now you know the values. For example, your height is given as 5'4". Some people say my height is 5'4". Meaning, what is the meaning of that? 5 means 5 feet, 4 inches. So if you are being asked to convert 5 feet into 4 inches into completely 10 in terms of inches, what you are going to do? 5 feet. So every feet you are having 12 inches. So 12 into 5, that is 60 inches. So 60 plus 4, so totally it is 64 inches. So 5 feet 4 inches is nothing but, in terms of inches, it is 64 inches. So my dear friends, now you understood. You can convert, for example, your height is some 6'4". The film actor Prabhas height is 6'4". Convert it into inches. So 6 into 12, you get how many inches? Plus 4, you get the total number of inches. Do this problem. So my dear, and ask some of your friends whether they know it or not. So my dear friends, now you understood how to write what is your height. After the session is finished, you find out your height and try to tell that height to your mother. Okay, my dear friends, now you understood how to measure your height. Now, my dear friends, when you are playing cricket, the ball is being bowled. He will be telling the speed of the ball in kilometers, miles per hour, mph. Miles per hour. So, what is the meaning of 1 mile? 1 mile is nothing but 1.6 kilometers. Is called 1 mile. 1 mile is nothing but 1.6 kilometers. We call it as 1 mile. You should know what is the meaning of 1 mile. Because sometimes the distance is told in terms of miles. So you must know how to convert it into kilometers. So that is the conversion between. 1 mile is nothing but 1.6 kilometer is 1 mile. Please try to by heart it. Next, when we see a smaller quantities, very small quantities like the wavelength of X-rays, very small quantities, the atomic radius, such kind of very small quantities, we use a unit called angstrom unit. We use a unit called angstrom unit. 1 angstrom unit is equal to, generally it is represented by A, putting a small 0 above. 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. You must by heart this. Please by heart it. 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. When you find out the radius of the atom, radius, such kind of very small things, we use a unit called that also you have to by heart the value. 1 Fermi is equal to 10 to the power of minus 15 meters. And when we measure a large units, we go for measuring in terms of light year. Light year is not the unit of time. It is the unit of distance. What is the meaning of 1 light year? 1 light year, my dear friends, all of you know it. Once again, please listen if you don't know. The distance travelled by the light in 1 year time is called 1 light year. Once again, the distance travelled by light in 1 year time, in a time of 1 year. My dear friends, light travels, see the distance travelled by the light in 1 light year. Light year is nothing but the distance, my dear friends, it is the distance measured. Distance travelled by the light in 1 second is, in 1 second the light is travelling through a distance of, already you know that is 3 into 10 to the power of, 3 into 10 to the power of 10 centimeters per second, or 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second is the speed. So my dear friends, this is the speed of light. Velocity or speed is equal to distance by time. So now we want the distance. So distance is nothing but equal to, the distance is nothing but equal to velocity into time. Distance is nothing but equal to velocity into time. So my dear friends, light is nothing. Light year is nothing but the distance travelled by the, I am using the word distance in terms of S. Velocity in terms of V. T means time. So velocity is equal to speed or velocity, both I am using the same term. Distance by time, that's the formula. Velocity is equal to distance by time. Speed is also equal to distance by time. I will discuss about it later again. So distance is equal to velocity into time. Distance is equal to velocity into time. Now the distance travelled by the light in 1 year time is called light year. So velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. That is the velocity of light. Time means for 1 year, how many seconds are there? In 1 year, there are 365 days and 1/4 day. That's the reason why every 4 years we get 1 leap year. 4 1/4 is equal to 1. So every 4 years we get 1 leap year. So 365 1/4 means that. And so many days are there in 1 year. Every day is having 24 hours. Every hour is having 60 minutes. Every minute is having 60 seconds. So many seconds. So in a year, how many seconds are there? If you multiply this, you will get number of seconds. Now you know the velocity of light in meter per second. You know that also. So my dear friends, now you got the value like this. So that is equal to, if you just do it, please do it. Nearly about, it will be equal to 10 to the power of 15 meters in terms of meters. Or it's also equal to nearly about 10 to the power of 12 kilometers. I think now you understood. Kilo stands for 10 power plus 3. 15 I can write as 12 plus 3. Instead of plus 3 I am putting kilo. So this is the value of 1 light year. So this is a very big value. Generally the distance between the sun and the earth, the distance between huge distances we measure in terms of light year. So light year is nothing but a distance measured. The huge units, the large distances are measured in terms of light years. So this is the value, this is the meaning of light year. And one astronomical unit. This is called one astronomical unit. This is angstrom unit. This is astronomical unit. Means the distance between the sun and the earth nearly about 150 million kilometers, or in accurate 149 point something, round figure we can say. That distance between the sun and the earth is called one astronomical unit. So my dear friends, so generally, for example, our galaxy, if you take our galaxy, if you talk about the width of our galaxy or the length of our galaxy or such kind of huge units, we measure in terms of astronomical units. So I think now note it down somewhere. Wherever it is required, you must be in a position to convert. Take your own problem, make your own, you become the author of your own problem. Take some miles, convert into kilometers. Take some Angstrom units, convert into Fermi. Take some yards, convert into feet. Take some feet, convert into yards. In that way, you prepare your own problems. Now there is a competition between you and me. And in between, I may give some discussion on the board and some problems I leave to you. It is your duty, you must do by yourself. Now the competition starts between you and me. Madam, please, question please.
First one, if length of plot is 120 feet,
okay.
Then
So madam is giving the length of a plot. The length of the plot is given as
20 feet.
120 feet is the length of the plot.
What is the length of plot in yards?
In yards. Okay. So that is equal to how much is the length in yards? Okay. So my dear friends, we already know that 1 yard is equal to, in 1 yard there are 3 feet. Okay, 1 yard is nothing but equal to 3 feet. 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. Already we know that. So my dear friends, 120 feet, in 120 feet how many yards are there? What is this value x? So it is nothing but 120 divided by, just you multiply this and divide by this. So that is nothing but x is equal to 120 by 3. 3 ones, 3 fours. So that's equal to 40 yards. So your length, the length of your plot is 120 feet. Then the same length can also be told as 40 yards. Okay, madam.
Next question.
I think how many of you have won this game between you and me? The competition is going on. I think some of you might be doing faster than me. Very good. I think everyone might have followed. Please try to follow. Please try to understand. Right. Good. Clap for them.
Next question. If your height is 65 inches,
okay, your height is 65 inches. Okay.
express your height in foot and inches.
Okay, now you tell your height in feet and in dash inches. Okay, right. So how many? We know the standard that in 1 feet there are 12 inches are there. Okay, so 1 feet is having 12 inches. So my dear friends, so many inches are there. So my dear friends, please, you all know this relation 1 feet, in 1 feet 12 inches are there. So let me now divide this value 65, let me just divide it with 12. So 12 5s are 16. So my dear friends, here the same 65 I can write as 60 plus 5. That means this 60 inches I can write as 5 feet. Now the remainder is 5, see here. So 5 feet, 60 plus 5, 12 into 5 times is 60. So my dear friends, again this, see my dear friends here, this 60 I can write as 12 into 5, again plus 5, plus 5. See why I am doing all these things is that 12 feet is nothing but, 12 inches is nothing but 1 feet. So I can just simply remove the 12 and can say that 5 feet and 5 inches. So the answer is 65 inches is nothing but 5 feet 5 inches. So my dear friends, you know that 1 feet is equal to 12 inches or also equal to 30 centimeters. So my dear friends, you know this standard. Madam, next question.
Next
I
question.
think you might have done this problem. Some children might have done faster than me. Good competition. Madam.
If the length of the rope is 450 centimeters, express its height in feet.
So now the length of the rope is given. The length of the rope is given as
450 centimeters.
50 centimeters.
Express its
It's
length
what
in
is the length in
feet.
feet? Okay. So my dear friends, already just now we have seen that 1 feet is equal to 30 centimeters My dear friends, now how many feet are there? So 1 feet is 30 centimeters. So 450 centimeters means how many feet it is? X is equal to how much? So 450 divided by 30. So now x is equal to 450 into 1, that is 450 divided by 30. So 1s are 5s are, so 15. So is it nothing but equal to length is nothing but equal to 15 feet. 450 centimeters, we can even write it as 15 feet. Some students might have done faster than me. Very good, very good. Good given. Let us give a clap for them. Madam, next.
Convert 500 miles in kilometers.
500 miles. The length is given as 500 miles. Okay,
In
into
kilometers.
Is equal to dash kilometer. That's the question asked here. Okay, now we know the relation between mile and the kilometer. Yesterday we have seen 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers. So we know the standard notation. 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers. So my dear friends, 500 miles is equal to dash kilometers. How much is this? X is equal to this into that. 500 into 1.6 divided by 1. Okay. So this decimal, my dear friends, when there is a decimal point, I can just remove it and just put it 0 can be kept here. I can write, I can just cancel 0 and 0. So now the decimal point is finished. So now 16 5s are 18 and one more 0 is there. So many kilometers. So 500 miles is also equal to 800 kilometers. So I think now you might have understood this is the standard relation between miles and kilometers. 1 mile is nothing but equal to 1.6 kilometers. You must by heart it, so that you can convert kilometers to miles. Okay, some children might have done faster than me, very good. And some are trying, very good. So my dear friends, please try to remember these values. Madam, next.
Next question. Convert 320 kilometers in miles.
Okay, now kilometers to miles. Now the length is given in kilometers, 320 kilometers are given, is equal to dash miles. Okay. So my dear friends, already just now you have seen 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers. So 320 kilometers is equal to dash miles. X is equal to how much? So x is equal to this into 1, that is 320 into 1 is 320 divided by 1.6. So my dear friends, again if I remove this decimal here, 10 will be there in the denominator, and when I do the reciprocal, this 10 will go to the numerator. Now this 10 is going to the numerator. Please try to understand. If you don't know, still you have a discussion about it. Now 16 ones are, 16 twos are, 2, 1 and 2, 2 zeros are there. So my dear friends, now it is nothing but 200 miles. So the length is nothing but equal to 200 miles. So 320 kilometers is also equal to 200 miles. So just now we have seen how to convert kilometer to mile, mile to kilometer. Madam, next.
Next question. Prepare a chart to write river names.
First, who have done before me? Very good. One clap for them. And now madam is giving a next question. Let us get ready for that. So my dear friends, the only one thing is how much you enjoy gulab jam, how much you enjoy playing cricket, how much you enjoy the best thing what you know. So much you have to enjoy this one. Then definitely this becomes your friend and this becomes your definitely you will be equipped with this. Okay, very good. Next madam.
Prepare a chart to write river name and length of the river in kilometers.
Okay, river. Okay, its length in kilometers, right?
Kilometers.
Okay. Okay. So my dear friends, you can take the help of an atlas in doing this work, or you can take the help of anything from the top to bottom. Just go with all the important rivers. You may not cover all the rivers. For example, river Brahmaputra. What is its length in kilometers? How much it is? Just inquire about it. What is river Ganga? What is its length about it? River Indus. What is the length of it in kilometers? For example, If you come to the Narmada, Tapati river coming to the north, Krishna river, Godavari, river Penna, river Tungabhadra, river Kaveri. Like that you collect the important rivers, at least 10 rivers, 10 to 15 rivers, and find out in kilometers. What is its length in kilometers? Just you will get an idea about it. This idea must be there. See, a leader should know. We are living in this country. We should have some knowledge about this country. And one of the most important resources for any country is the rivers. So we must have some knowledge about rivers, and we must have the knowledge about the length of the rivers. You need not go for an accurate figure, a round figure, nearly about. You need not go, so that you will have some idea about it. Very good. Please do this. Please do it and try to get the information and try to discuss this information with your grandparents. Okay, and if possible parents if they have time. If they don't have time, with your grandparents and your parents and your friends. I'm advanced.
Next question. What is the height of the Mount Everest in feet and in meters and in kilometers?
Okay, what is the height of the Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world? So I think most of you know about the Mount Everest. And the height is nearly about 8,848 meters high, I think. So my dear friends, the height of the Mount Everest, you inquire about it. I don't remember it properly, but you inquire about it in meters and also in kilometers. Please try to find out the height. And just from your house, how much long you have to go? Just see, just imagine. So much vertically you have to go. Just imagine the height. Imagine the height. So very good. So we must know about the highest mountain and also find out the length of the Himalayan mountains. Length of the Himalayan mountains. Not only in India, we are having a chain. Okay, from the first to the last. Try to find out the length of the Himalayan mountains in kilometers. Good. Madam, next.
Write name of dams and length of dam, height of dam located in your state in meters.
Okay, this is also for you to understand, my dear friends. So, in your location, if you are located in Andhra or Telangana or some place, River Krishna, some dams are there. Sagar Dam is there. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is there. Name of the dam. What is its height? What is its height? Constructed height. What is its storage height? See, constructed height is different and the water storage height is different. And what is its length? Overflowing length. See, complete length is not considered as length. Overflowing, water is overflowing to some distance. What is the overflowing length? What is the complete length? Like that. At least try to learn about one or two dams. Find out the height, length, overflowing length in meters or in feet, or at least use 3 units nearly about. Try to learn about two dams. What is its storage capacity? How many TMCs of water is being stored? See, water storage is expressed in TMC, trillion meter cube. Trillion meter cube. We will discuss when we discuss the volume. So like that, try to know about two dams near your place, wherever you are, near your place. At least try to learn about two dams and try to form a table. If you can know about 10 dams, it's very good, but minimum at least 2 dams. And in your holidays time, try to visit one dam and see the construction, see the planning, think about it. What is the catchment area? How much water is being stored? Think about it, see it like an engineer, my dear friends. Okay, you all know about Vishveshwaraya. I request all the students to know about Vishveshwaraya. Okay, next.
Next question. At what average height an aeroplane flies?
Okay. So we all know about we'll be seeing aeroplane, helicopter, jet planes. Okay. At what height? Nearly about the aeroplane flying. For example, if you take an helicopter, maximum it goes up to 10,000 feet. It will not cross 10,000 feet. If you take an aeroplane, a normal aeroplane, up to 15,000, 20,000 feet height, it will be going. Jet plane goes to 30 to 40,000 feet. If you go to the fighter jets, they will go to 50,000, 60, 70,000, even maximum up to 1 lakh feet height also. It depends again. It depends on the quality of the aeroplane. And minimum helicopter goes at a height of 10,000 feet. So my dear friends, at least you try to know about one or two planes at what height they are going. Okay, this is a small. And how much compare this height in terms of your building? For example, you are staying in one building. What is its height? How many times? How many times the height is? How many times of that particular building? Just imagine. Okay, this is for you to imagine. How many times of that? Okay, so please try to understand. Right, madam. Next.
Next question. What is the length of the coastal line of Bharat in kilometers and in miles?
Okay. We all know that our country, the length of our country is nearly about 3,300 kilometers long is our country, and 3,300 kilometers wide. Nearly about our country is very long and very wide. So my dear friends, the coastal line is one of the important thing where it is surrounded by the ocean. We know the in the east we are having the Bay of Bengal is there. We are having Indian Ocean in the south. We are having Arabian Sea in the west. We are being surrounded in three directions. That's why we are a peninsular country. And almost near about 7,500 kilometers is the coastal line. See, this coastal line is very important. For India, coastal line is important. It's an economy. The coastal line is an economy. Himalayan mountains are economy to this country. Not only economy, protection. In different ways, that is very helpful for us in getting the rainfall, getting the monsoons. So the coastal line, having business with other countries, waterways, shipping is very important. So my dear friends, coastal line is also very important. Fishing is important. There are so many people are being employed in different professions where coastal line is helping us in increasing the Indian economy. So you must know what is the length of the coastal line. Please try to see the map and see the length of the coastal line. Nearly about 7,500 kilometers long. Madam, next.
Next question. The circumference of the earth at the equator is in kilometers.
Okay. If you take the earth, just at the equator, if you make a one round at the equator, nearly about it is 40,000 kilometers. 40,000 kilometers. The circumference at the equator is nearly about 40,000 kilometers, my dear friends. So every 24 hours we are moving 40,000 kilometers without any ticket because Earth is spinning on its own axis. Every 24 hours it is completing one spin, means it's covering a distance of 40,000 kilometers in 24 hours. See how fast we are going, but we don't even feel that we are moving. So we have to thank this Mother Earth. It is making the movement so comfortable for us, and as a result we are able to live. A small shake, we are nowhere. So thank the Mother Earth all the time. Madam, next.
Next question. Which tree is the highest tree? What is its height in feet and meters?
Okay, which is the highest tree? My dear friends, today everybody has the internet and you can try, you can see. I am thinking that it may be a redwood tree. And what is the height? Just to see the height, and mostly it will be near about 300 feet height. Now, how much height is not that important. You need not by heart anything, because if there is a smartphone in your hand, the whole world is there in your hand, you need not by heart. But in terms of your house, compare how many times your house must be kept, one over the other, to reach the height of the tree. Just imagine the height of the tree. Okay, madam, next.
Next question. Height of Eiffel Tower in meters and feet.
Okay, what is the height of the Eiffel Tower in meters? Eiffel Tower is one of the important historical monument. We can say that is nearly about maybe 324 meters. Mostly nearly. You just verify it, search for it, and you try to know something about the Eiffel Tower. Okay, try to see the height of it. Okay, good. Next, madam.
Next question. What is the name of the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel statue, and in height, in meters and in feet?
Okay, madam is now asking us about the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's statue. First, I request all the students, all this generation children, doesn't know many things. When the Britishers left this country, the map of this country is It's not India what we are seeing today, what Bharat we are seeing, it's not that. Nearly about 540 small kingdoms are there. And all these Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel have taken a great step. He has conducted a meeting for all these for 540 small kings, and he gave his best effort. He kept his best efforts in unifying this country, in dissolving all. And finally, he couldn't do it successfully in the case of Jammu and Kashmir. Even now, we are struggling for that. 1 or 2 years we struggled unification. At least hardly one part of Hyderabad, that is Nizam's hand, that we had a small fight and got united in India, and one small part. But even now the struggle is going on in Jammu and Kashmir. And seeing the effort of the effort what Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel have kept in the unification of this country, every Indian must be thankful for be proud to have such kind of leader in this country. And out of the respect, we have constructed the monument, that is a Statue of Unity, which is having a height of nearly about 182 meters high. Convert that into feet, you can do it now. 100, say for example, convert that into centimeters. You know that every 30 centimeters is equal to 1 feet. You can do the problem. So my dear friends, try to see it, try to know the importance of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's, what is his contribution to this nation, what is his effort, what he kept in the unification of this country. See, we are safe, we are strong only when we are united. United we are strong, we are happy, we are everything. My dear friends, this unity is a very important thing. The spirituality is nothing but unity. Unity is the spirituality, my dear friends. And the soul of this country is spirituality. To be united is our minimum responsibility. Let us give respect to our leaders, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Madam, next.
Next question. Which is the highest building in world?
Okay. So when we go to Saudi, we see the Burj Khalifa, which is the highest building in the world. Nearly about 830 meters, nearly about, I just don't remember it directly, but it is nearly about that. Almost very near to 1 kilometer, very near to 1 kilometer, less than that, but very near. But the 830 meters means almost very near. So that is the height of Burj Khalifa. Please, I think all students can just see in the internet and enjoy the information about it. And if it is possible, you can just spend some time in knowing the engineering of it. Knowing the engineering, when it is going to such a height, how the stability is maintained, how this building is maintained from definitely the winds. Winds will be there, threat from the winds will be there. Even when the height of the building increases, the thunders and the storms, it has to face so many typical problems. How the design was done, how the engineering of the building to resist the air resistant and to absorb the shock from the thunders and all the technology. Just go through it and just see the engineering and try to learn something from that. Great physics is there. So, madam, next.
Next question. What is the length of our nervous system in miles?
Nearly about 90,000 miles. 90,000 miles is the length of our nervous system. This body is a very complicated, most complicated instrument of this planet is this body. So, my dear friends, let us engineer this body and let us see this body 90,000 miles long. Means how many times we can go around the planet, around the earth. You can see the circumference of the earth is only, the equator is only 40,000 kilometers, but this is 90,000 miles. So you can just see. So that is the length of the nerves we have in our body. So thank God for giving this wonderful machine to the body, to us, and let us take care of it. Madam, next.
Next question. What is the length of our intestine?
Oh, this intestine is very long, 7 meters long. Every day we have to clean our intestine, and let us not make this stomach a dustbin. Let us use it in a proper way. Madam, next.
Next question. What is the height of your building in feet?
Okay. If you are in an apartment, your building height will increase. If you are in a small building, your height is one story, ground floor or first floor is there, second floor is there. Depends on your building. Your building is not your house. The whole building. Consider the whole building and find the height in feet. If it is very tall, find in meters also. Okay. You must know the height of your own building and you find out the height of your own room in which you are staying. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Next question. What is your height?
Your height. Oh, all the best. And try to grow tall and strong. Let us see some questions, madam.
Question number 1. What is the thickness of a page of your English textbook if your English textbook has 200 pages?
Okay, now see here in this particular problem, finding out the thickness of one paper is very difficult. See, let us use this common sense. All of us can do by yourself. So, finding out the thickness of one paper is very difficult. No, you are taking the complete textbook. Take the complete textbook and just press it without any air gap and take a scale and just measure the height of it in millimeters. Find out the height in millimeters. Okay, you are getting some value there. You are getting some value there. You are getting some value there. And see how many number of pages it is having. For example, 200 pages are there, up to 20 pages are there. How many pages are there? So by that number of pages. So now the total thickness divided by the number of pages, you divide it. You will get some value. You will get some value. That will be the thickness of one paper. So when any question is asked, such kind of question is asked, where it is not possible for you to measure one particular paper, then you have to go for the whole thickness. Then by taking the total thickness divided by the number of papers which are there, it is not number of pages, it is number of papers. Paper means one single paper. This side and that side together is one paper. Number of papers, we will get the value of thickness of the paper. That you can do it for the English textbook you have with you. Madam, next.
Next question.
Next is, madam, you want to find out the thickness of the thread. See, for example, if a thread is being wound 50 times. So what madam is asking the question is, if you wind up a thread 50 times, you know the total length and you have to give me the thickness of the thread. Generally, measuring the thickness of the thread is very difficult with the help of a scale. My dear friends, in the case of a scale, the least measurement that you can do is 1 millimeter, which is the least count of that particular instrument, that is scale. Now you are taking 50 times you are turning the thread like that, very near to each other without any gap in between. Don't have gap in between. Just see that it is being wounded without any gap in between. 50 times you try to wind it. And find out the total length from this side length, complete length, find it out. Now you are getting the total length. Total length for 50 windings you got. Divide it by 50. You divide it by 50. If you take 50 windings, you divide by 50. If you take 100, you divide it by 100. If you take 20, you divide by 20. So that now you can, after that you get the answer. So that becomes the thickness of the thread what you have taken. In that way you can solve the problem. So my dear friends, that is the way in which we have to solve it. Please do it. Please do it. Madam.
Next question. If 21 rupee coins are piled up,
okay. So
what is the height in millimeters? From this, find the thickness of 1 rupee coin.
Okay, madam now is giving, if you just take 1 rupee coins, pile up 20 coins, pile up them 20 coins and find out the total height. You will get the total height, let it be some x, you get some x in millimeters. You just take the units, be careful with the units. And if you have taken 20 divided by 20, you will get the thickness of 1 in millimeters. Please, units, be careful. If you measure the value in millimeters, the answer is also in millimeters. So in that way, you can find out the thickness of the paper, you can find out the thickness of the thread. It is very difficult to find out, but you can use the method to find out. You can find out the thickness of the 1 rupee coin. Thank you. You can think and do something which is not possible for you, you can do it. Okay, thank you. Thank you.